Yes. What's up? He's back. Episode 59. Finally. The Jock Johnson podcast. Yours truly, the mastermind behind the mic, the podcast Unc. Back at it again here in 2025. First episode for the new year. So I'm back. Shit, round of applause. Yeah. All right, man. So I've been out for a minute. Been out quite some time now, about over a month now, but I'm back. I know you probably saying, damn, man, how many times you gonna keep coming back? Man, it's been tough. It's been tough. Especially with the platform and all. I had to change up. The platform. I was a part of Restream for quite some time and had some technical issues that I just couldn't overcome. So I end up moving over to a new platform, over to Streamlab Studios. So I gotta give them a round of applause. Man, it made a difference for you, boy, because it's been tough, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been tough. I know, I've had people in my ear, man, like, damn, man, you just let the podcast go and all this shit, man. And the podcast, it's in my mind, but at the time I was trying to find a way to, keep this shit going. But I had to change up. And there's gonna probably be some more changes before long, man. I may even leave a platform and just eventually do my own thing because I'm gradually getting new equipment, some other pieces so I could do some recording. But I'm glad to be here in 2025. I know a number of things has happened in 2025 already. We just 20 days into the new year. Number of things have happened. Of course, today is MLK Day, and I hope everybody's enjoying it and keeping the dream alive, man. Because if it wasn't for Dr. King, man, we wouldn't be where we at now. So I hope you guys enjoying your day. A lot of us are off from the 9 to 5, and then some of them, man, they just, hey, they gotta go to work. Some of them don't let people off on MLK Day. I was actually looking at the percentages of, employers that let, people off on that day. And I think it's like 49% of employers only let the employees off on MLK Day. But, fortunately I was off. I'm with a company that, acknowledges Dr. Martin Luther King's day. So thankful for that. But a number of things have happened here in the last 20 days. We started out the new year with the incident, the tragedy that happened in New Orleans with the terrorist attack, with, probably think it's like 14, 15 people that passed away. A numerous amount of people were injured. A sad situation. And then, of course, the situation out in Vegas where the cyber truck that blew up, guy blew up a cyber truck in front of Trump Hotel. And both of these guys had been military guys. And man, I was like, I thought 2024 was started off, at a fucked up time, fucked up position. But shit, the thing with Cat Williams started out telling his truth on Club Shay Shay, and then after that, all kinds of shit, all hell broke loose behind that, and thing now with P Diddy and all this shit, just number of things, one thing after the other, that kept going on. So here we are in 2025, and we got the tragedies and all today. Like I said, MLK Day, and then of course, the inauguration. Some people probably watching it, but I chose not to. That's just my preference. I just didn't want to watch it. And I think it was kind of ironic that it happened on MLK Day, but you know, you know how it is. This is America. So, uh, like I said, with the inauguration thing going on, I've never been just into politics and all that. As far as voting, I do exercise my right to go out and vote for who I think that could, make a difference. And then locally, it's important for you to know locally who your elected officials are. And a lot of us probably, some people don't really know who their elected officials are. But you got to do your research and do your homework, man, and see who is, the person that's good for the job when you go out and make that choice to vote. But you do need to exercise your opportunity to vote. Now a lot of us don't, and it shows. So with that being said, I'm not gonna, be bickering about the inauguration and all that shit, man, because these motherfuckers gonna do what they want to do anyway. I mean, they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. I'm not gonna sit up and complain about this and that, man. It is what it is. You just got to deal with it. You got to deal with it for the next 4 years. I'm not fixing to be crying about that shit. I'm going on my everyday life and try to enjoy it to the fullest. So the hell with that, man. I'm not even sweating that shit. 2025, I'm definitely making a better approach about how I do things and what I do. Um, and you got to make changes. You got to make changes. So I had to make changes also to this show. I had to make changes to the platform. I didn't want to, but I had to in order to keep bringing content. And I just can't keep going on months, weeks, months at a time, not doing any content. Now, I had a birthday, December 31st. So I definitely want to thank everybody that reached out to me, especially on Facebook, that reached out to me and wished me happy birthday. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I was, thankful to be able to see another year. 52, by the way, shit. 52. 52. That is coming out of the chest. But yeah, I'm very fortunate to still be here and to see another birthday, and I hope and pray that I see many more. Um, got birthday gifts and all. I definitely want to acknowledge my son, man, because my son, he surprised me. He surprised me, and I actually have been looking at a camera, and I'm quite sure a lot of you may be familiar with the camera, and a lot of you may not be, but I actually was, looking into a camera. I got a camcorder, a little small mini camcorder already. And that's something I want to eventually add to the platform also. But um, the camera, man, I got a new camera. My son surprised me. He actually been seeing me looking at the camera, had been talking about it a little bit. I was going to eventually get the camera, but he got my birthday gift. And he was telling me when he gave me my birthday gift, he was like, that's just one of your gifts. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. All right. So I didn't think nothing else about it. So a couple days ago, I got I got my second gift. And man, when I got it, man, I was blown away. I was blown away. Your boy got teary-eyed. Actually, I shed a few tears because my son, he did that for his dad. And what he told me, man, Pop, I got you. And just to hear him say that, man, that meant the world to me. But I got a gift, and I got it right here in studio. By the way, I know you guys heard of the Pocket 3, DJI Pocket 3 camera. And I actually have it. I even got the logo on it now. So I got the Pocket 3 camera, man. Shit is so dope. This shit is dope, man. So definitely want to thank my son. I actually I'm gonna set the volume on this motherfucker, man. But I actually got the camera a couple days ago, man. This is so dope, man. So dope. I definitely want to thank my son. Good kid, man. Good kid. Got his pops. The DJI Pocket 3 camera, man. Gotta give him a round of applause also. My man Jamari, man. Yeah. So he did that for me, man. That shit meant the world to me, man. I was like, damn, I got so many gadgets. I'm constantly getting gadgets, but definitely gonna put it to work. Um, Definitely gonna do some little documentaries of a little health issue I got going on. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. So it's nothing hopefully nothing, it's nothing to the magnitude that I'm getting out of here or nothing like that, but it's an issue I gotta deal with. I'm gonna eventually ask doctor to come on and give some insight on it, because there's some people out there that's probably dealing with the same thing that I'm dealing with, that want to get more insight on it, and hear from the doctors, get the doctor's point of view on it. So but yeah, we've had a number of issues here in January. We're just 20 days in. As I was saying, Dr. Martin Luther King, man, I hope you guys enjoying the day. Some of you just, enjoying the day because it's a day off, which a lot of us do. But it's good that they finally, they made it a holiday, a national holiday, man, in observance for him. So definitely happy about that. And you never forget, man. You can't forget, because this man put his life on the line, man. Lost his life trying to, make the world better for us, So, all right. So we've had not only a number of things that's happened, tragedies and all. We got the California wildfires going, bro. I'm talking about whole neighborhoods, homes, people of homeless, man. Just to watch on the local, on the nightly news and all, of people, how they was losing their homes, losing everything that they got, everything, man. People that has been in homes for years and years, and so many valuables and all, which as they say, you can get the valuables back, but my thing is, you think about the things that you've had for so long, man. It's hard to replace that. But the most important thing is life. And people lost their lives trying to protect their property. Lost their lives. Number of people trying to protect their property, man. And it's a sad situation. But I, saw that they, constantly keeping daily updates on that. But you hate to see that. Thoughts and prayers goes out to all those, the ones that's involved, that lost everything, that lost loved ones, that lost property and all, man. You can get material things back. It's never going to be the same, but you can get those back. But the main thing is being here and, being able to do it again. But man, it's tragedy, man. And you think about, you think sometimes that you have a problem, man. There's people in more worse situations than you are. So, I think on that, and I'm like, man, I'm thankful. Because that could be me. That could be somebody that's close to me, somebody that I know personally that's going through that. And we all go through tragedies. But, it's about how we try to bounce back from them. So definitely thoughts and prayers with those people, man, out in Cali, dog. Man, the fires, man, I'm talking about those fires are terrible. Bad fires, man. So, yeah. Thoughts and prayers with them. Thoughts and prayers with them. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. I got a little stuff to talk about, man. Be back with more to All right, y'all, we are back. More the Jock Johnson podcast. All right, so man, we had football action going on this weekend. Got college game going on tonight. I think it's 6:30. Ohio State against Notre Dame. But this weekend in the NFL, we had some good games. We had some hell of a game. We had a doubleheader on Saturday, and then we had a doubleheader on Sunday. Um, and there was an upset Saturday night, man. It was an upset Saturday night. I was like, man, we're gonna talk about it just a little bit. I'm gonna get it pulled up here just a little bit on the screen here. But we had some upsets Saturday night. Man, I'm talking about Detroit and Washington. Man, man, what a fucking game. What a game, man, Saturday night. You see how I can just multitask now, man. You know, I can bring shit up now. I couldn't do that for a while. But we're gonna talk about um the first game. We're gonna talk about let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans on Saturday. And man, that was a good game. I think the weather might have played a great factor on the Texans, man. You like to see uh CJ Stroud, win, man, but Patrick Mahomes, I'm not bet my money ever against Patrick Mahomes, man. It's hard to do that. And they pulled it out, which was, expected for them to do, was pull it out. That would have been a major upset though if Houston had a pulled that one out. But unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes, man, he made one throw, man. He was falling to the ground and hit Kelsey in the back in the damn end zone, man. I was like, man, what kind of shit is this? But it shouldn't be any surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise at all. And we moved on to the nightcap. The Washington Commanders against the Detroit Lions. Now that was a major upset. Major upset. Uh, Jaden Daniels, man, did his thing, bro. He did his thing. This young buck, man, rookie, man, got an opportunity to take it further. Detroit Lions, man, was what, number one, and end up losing to the Washington Commanders, man. I got a buddy of mine that's a big Commanders fan, and I was talking with him Saturday night, man. I was happy for him. I was really happy that I wanted to see Detroit win in a way, but man, Jaden Daniels, man, young Buck, man, can play. He can play, man. So that was a big upset, of course. Detroit, man, out there again, man, and lost, man. And lost. So head coach was in tears at the press conference. The gambler Kenny Rogers, I'll call him. But you think about that, man. These guys, you work so hard throughout the season and throughout the year to get to a point where you can, get to the big game. And unfortunately, they fell short, man. They couldn't move on. So, get it together for next year, I guess. So, Philadelphia yesterday, which was Sunday, against the Los Angeles Rams. And that game there, man, I'm gonna tell you, my boy Saquon can run the fucking ball, man. Never seen nothing like it, man. That was one of the best things that probably could have ever happened to him. Uh, for him to get away from the Giants and the Eagles picked him up. That was one of the best things that could have happened to him, man. This guy, like he's rebirth. This guy can run the damn ball. When you run it down the damn field, patting yourself on the helmet, running hard. Man, this brother is the truth. Is the truth. And they pulled it out. The Rams almost came back. But I think the weather conditions really got to them also. The weather conditions got to them. But they almost They fell short. That would have been something big for them, especially with the fires and stuff that's going on out there, and in California, man, that would have been really something big for them to either, win that game yesterday and possibly going on and could win the Super Bowl. That shit there would have been very, very awesome for them if they could have done that. But they fell short. And then last night's nightcap, god damn. Lamar, let me tell you something. Lamar Jackson did his thing. He was kind of, edgy in the first half, but he came back in the second half, man, and the numbers don't lie. He did a hell of a job. He did what he needed to do. He brought the guys back downfield in the latter part of the fourth quarter and scored. They scored. 2-point conversion. My man drops the damn ball. That hurts. That hurts, man. I would rather lose by 20 or maybe even 30 than to lose like that, man. That was a heartbreaker there. That was a backbreaker. But, I watched some of the press conference with Lamar. Lamar, man, he held himself accountable, for his mistakes he made. And that's what real ones do. He did that. So they fell short. So we down now to 4 teams. 4 teams, y'all. We down to the last 4 teams. And hey, we're gonna see what it's be like this coming weekend. The Washington Commanders against the Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, and Buffalo. Who your picks? Who your picks? Want to know? Hit me up in the comments section, man. I want to know who your picks are for this weekend's games. Because with Washington and Philly, hey, I'm going to say it right. I'm riding with the young buck. I'm riding with the young buck. Y'all. I'm riding with the Commanders. I'm going to ride with the Commanders on this. I like to see Saquon win. I'm going with the underdog. I'm taking a gamble. KC, Buffalo. Hey, man, look. Josh Allen playing like a madman. He playing like he want to win the fucking Super Bowl. So, hey, I give him his props, but I'm not going to bet against Patrick Mahomes. Sorry. I'm going Kansas City on that game. My opinion. So I hope you guys, like I said, enjoyed your Martin Luther King holiday, man, because I've been enjoying it. And I've been able to get right here in the studio and do some work. Also, before I forget tonight's game, Ohio State and Notre Dame. I'm picking Ohio State. I picked them maybe about a month or so ago to probably more likely win it all. So they got a chance tonight. They got an opportunity to do it. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't like blowout games. I like tight games down to the wire, almost teams battling out. Those are the kind of games I like. I don't like blowout games. That shit forced me to want to turn the television then. I don't want to watch that shit. So, yeah, we're going to see how that turns out. And, yeah, Ohio State, I'm picking you tonight. All right, man, we're going to take another quick break. We're going to come back. All right, y'all. We are back. More the Jock Johnson podcast. All right, so we're gonna talk about me in this segment. We're gonna talk about me. Um, you know, back in 2023, November 2023, around Thanksgiving, I actually got sick. And I told this story on a previous show, on a previous podcast, about my issue with kidney stone. Got kidney stones. Still had them. I actually had a surgery back in 2023 for kidney stones. And it was a hell of a time. It was a hell of a time. Caught me off guard, wasn't expecting it. Got real sick. Got to the point where I was hurting bad. I'm talking about I couldn't even fucking lay down to try to alleviate the pain any kind of way. And I knew what it was, though. I knew what it was. It was to the point it put me in the hospital. I was in the hospital for a week. Ended up have to have a surgery. Ended up have a stent put in. My private had a stent put in. Out the hospital. A week later, came home. Still with the stent in. Miserable shit. Miserable. But they had to do that in order, to help get the fragments from the stone out. It was a tough time. Some shit that I don't want to go through anymore. So this past Thursday, I had to go back to the doctor. It's been a year now. I had to go back to the doctor and, check this shit out again, because after that surgery, they checked me again and I still had stones, but they were real small. And I had like 6 stones, 3 around each kidney. So my fear was, I hope these motherfuckers don't get big. I hope I can pass them, because I've passed stones before. They don't feel good. I'm telling you, that shit don't feel good. It hurts, man. For you men that have had stones that's going through this shit, trust me, you know what I'm talking about. So the stones, I have one that has gotten a little bit bigger. It's gotten bigger. It's like 1.9 centimeters. 1.9 centimeters. And I don't know if I'm going to be able, I know I can't pass that shit. I got some issues with stones in my pelvic area. A few small ones. Some shit I'm dealing with. And for those of you that hadn't had no kidney stones, man, let me see if I can pull this shit up here. What they actually look like. The motherfuckers actually look like rocks, man. Yeah, actually, let me see if I can pull this shit up on the screen here. See, I'm taking advantage of technology. But these are what these motherfuckers look like, rocks. They look like rocks. And imagine that coming through your penis, man. I got educated then. I said penis. Yeah, this is what these stones could look like. This shit is ridiculous, man. And I've had that to happen with the stones dropping into the toilet when I used the bathroom. I actually was I can remember one time I was at the clinic. I had to go back and, get a urine sample because they wanted to make sure see if any blood was in my urine. And actually, I was in there, a little container, and sure enough, motherfucker dropped on me. I felt the burn. Shit was hurting. And I like to threw the cup away. I heard the shit hitting the fucking toilet. I thought it was in the toilet. I couldn't even see the shit, man, and see if it was in the toilet, because, they could have got it and, did an analysis on it to see what kind of stone it was or what could be caused, which we still trying to find out what's causing this shit. I need to know what's causing this is, I heard about maybe too much calcium and all that shit. I need to know because this is an ongoing issue. It's an ongoing issue. Uh, I'm on high alert right now because this shit can hit me at any time. It can hit me anytime with a stone that size 1.9 centimeters, along with some small ones. Hopefully, I could, you know, piss that shit out. But this 1.9 centimeter stone, don't know if I can do that. Don't know. It's gonna be rough. So I don't want to deal with that issue, but I may have to again. I might have to have another surgery again, being put in the hospital again. I don't want to go through that, man. It was miserable. It was miserable. You don't want to deal with that. I don't wish that on anybody. Kidney stones have been compared to like a woman having a baby. The pain. And I'm talking about that's some agonizing pain. Agonizing just thinking about it. But hopefully, um, I can get things squared away here. Got to go back and see my doctor. Uh, and not only that, I got kidney stones. Then I got another little issue going on. I'm getting older. I got to be on top of my shit. Got to be on top of it. Actually, when I went to the doctor, to check about my stones, I actually thought it was going to be on the next visit, but it caught me off guard with the prostate. I had to get my prostate checked. And I was like, man, I wasn't expecting that today. He was like, nope, we're going to drop them. I'm like, where the nurse at? He was like, no nurse. I look over there and I see this fucking gel and these rubber gloves. I'm like, God damn, because I saw this shit when I came in the room. Nurse brought me in there. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is that? Maybe they're going to, for checking for my stones, because the last time they did it, after the surgery, they checked me. That's when they noticed that I had 6 more other stones. They did the thing like the sonogram, with the gel, and they rubbed the little thing on your side and you can see the shit on the screen. Oh no, they didn't do that this time. I had to go to X-ray this time for that. That's what I thought the gel was for that, for the check for the stones, but no, that gel was for my fucking glove. I'm like, oh fuck, man. Good. Damn, excuse me about that. I don't know what the hell happened. But my blood was good. Everything was good. And I'm thankful for that. Especially with my prostate and all. But I am having these damn kidney stone issues. And I'm looking forward to reaching out to the urologist and actually having him come on the show. Have him to come on and talk about this shit, because there's people out there like me that's dealing with this. I've heard people, say they got relatives that dealing with the same thing. I have dealt with it, and I've had to deal with this on a few different occasions, man. I'm talking about like maybe 5 or 6 times, and I got to get this shit corrected, man, because I don't want to, be somewhere and knowing I got them, but the shit could, get bad for me. And that's a hell of a situation to be in. You got to try to get to a hospital, doctor, emergency room. You got to try to get to an emergency room for this shit. The worst thing, you don't want it to happen is that this motherfucker trying to get in your bladder. And that's what happened to me the last time. This motherfucker got in my bladder, man. And gosh. Man, it was rough. It was rough. I don't want to deal with that anymore. So that's my issue. Hope you guys keep me in your thoughts and prayers, man. Fight through this. I'm gonna keep pushing. That's the motto. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna stay on focus. And praying that I can, get through this because I don't want to keep going through this, man. I just don't want to keep going through it. I don't want to keep going through this shit with these stones, man. So my thing is now that they gonna have to break it down and tell me what's causing this shit. We got to find out what's really going on. What's causing these stones to keep coming. We got to find out. So there you have it, your boy. Uh, Life with kidney stones. Life with kidney stones. Uh, I'm definitely gonna do some video footage. I'm gonna take advantage of my Pocket 3. I actually had this tried it out here on the platform on the computer here. I actually tried it out, linked it up, man, and had a different angle and all. This shit is dope as fuck, man. Good investment for you vloggers out there. If you hadn't got it, need to get it. This is a hell of an investment. I know it's pricey. It's a little pricey. Um, I think my son, I'm guessing. I know these cameras, along with all the different accessories that go along with it, they're running about over right at 600 or a little bit over $600, man, with all the accessories and shit. But if you are into it, man, this motherfucker is the truth. Is it the truth? This shit shows up clearer than the fucking television when you play back the video, especially if you play it back on your TV or on your computer, laptop, or whatever, man. That shit is dope, dope. So yeah, I'm thankful and blessed to have that piece of equipment, man, because God, it makes a world of difference. It makes a world of difference. So, 2025, I'm looking at things from a different angle, um, making a different approach on things. I prefer, I'm doing this podcast right now. I'm doing it, been doing it for, since 2019 with groups, and I've been a part of, had a group here and there. Um, but I enjoy the time with the guys, and whoever's been a part of it. I really enjoyed the time with them. And they always are welcome to be on the show, or be on the podcast. That door is always open, never closing. Um, but everybody's got their own thing. They're doing their own things, and I can respect that. I like working by myself. Don't get me wrong. I like working by myself. I'm more focused. I've said that before. I'm more focused. I like doing things I know that I'm gonna get in and do what I gotta do when I need to. And it's nothing like it, man. Especially if you have all the amenities around you to do this stuff. Shit started out years ago on fucking cell phone with a group of people, and here I am still doing it because got a lot invested in it. And I've had a friend. I talked to a friend of mine last night. I told I was gonna give him a mention. I talked to him last night. He's been on me about the show and all, and he's right. He's been on me about it, and I need that motivation, that push, and I always preach that hey, you got to stay consistent and do what you got to do, man, to keep your shit going. Um, and he's right, but like I said, I've had issues, equipment issues, and all, and now things are, you know, beginning to get a lot better for me. So, uh, my man, Big Wheel, Big Wheel. I'm gonna just leave it at Big Wheel, but Big Wheel, man, I appreciate you, bro, for keeping me motivated, man, keeping me, uh, you know, being on me about it. I appreciate it, bro. Got to give you your props, man. You be on me about it. You tell me like, man, you got too much equipment and shit, man. You got too much invested into this shit, man. You just can't. And it's not that. It was just the idea that I had issues with the platforms, and I had to make some changes because if I didn't make that change, man, it was gonna be tough. But all in all, it worked out. Plus, I got a camera now. the camera now. So, but I like the amenities of having a platform with all these options because you get a lot of options on these platforms. And actually, this one here, this platform is a lot better than what I had. It's a lot better. So, um, yeah, y'all keep tuning into the podcast, man. Y'all keep tuning into it. 2025, like I said, a whole different approach, making some more adjustments. Uh, Looking forward to getting these cameras hooked up here and getting different angles. Working on a piece, getting actually putting all the video footage together now for my son because I'm looking forward to bringing him on his senior year of high school. I've talked about this before. It's coming up with football and all, and I want to, we want to do something together as far as, like a little documentary like type deal with him in his senior year of high school and playing football. Looking forward to doing that. Plus, he's been my little engineer, man, my computer guy because he's pretty sharp with this shit. Want to do something with him, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, this shit here comes in handy, man, with the videoing and all, especially on the go. So be on the lookout for that and a number of other things on the podcast. And keep your boy in your prayers, man, with these damn kidney stones. Because, like I said, it's been a tough go. It's been a tough go. And I'm going to fight through. And hopefully it'll work out, man. Hopefully it'll work out. So, wow. So, here we go. All right. If you hadn't checked out the podcast, check it out. It's available here on the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. Also, hit me up in the comment section for any comments, thoughts. I'd like to hear from you. Also, set those notifications so when I drop a new episode, you'll be alerted. All right. It's going to wrap it up for your boy, the mastermind behind the mic, Podcast Unc. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.